Our Navy and commerce have been treated in a very unfair and injudicious way. The fees being charged by Panama are ridiculous, highly unfair, especially knowing the extraordinary generosity that has been bestowed to Panama, I say very foolishly, by the United States. This complete ripoff of our country will immediately stop. It's going to stop. The United States has a big and vested interest in the secure, efficient, and reliable operation of the Panama Canal.
Como presidente, quiero expresar de manera precisa que cada metro cuadrado del Canal de Panamá y su zona adyacente es de Panamá y lo seguirá siendo.
In a sign of things to come, Donald Trump threatened to take back a key resource from Panama, a tiny little South American country, which is now in Trump's crosshair. But why is Trump threatening Panama? It is because, he believes, the amount of money Panama charges to let US ships use the canal is excessive. Panama Canal is the artificial waterway connecting the Atlantic Ocean with the Pacific Ocean. In a post on the social media platform Truth Social, Trump threatened a US takeover of the canal if Panama did not comply. Our Navy and commerce have been treated in a very unfair and injudicious way. This complete rip-off of our country will immediately stop, Trump said. In his post, Trump also talked about the history of the Panama Canal, saying it was foolish of President Jimmy Carter to give it away for just $1. The canal was built between 1904 and 1914, largely thanks to US efforts. Building a canal of the size was considered very difficult, especially as the region's uniquely challenging geography did not support such an effort. France had to abandon its efforts due to the high cost. In 1903, a US-backed coup helped Panama achieve independence, and the newly independent grateful country gave US the rights to build and operate the canal and permanent rights to the Panama Canal Zone through the Hague-Nauvarilla Treaty of 1903. But the treaty's validity later came in question. And since the opening of the canal, its control became a point of contention between Panama and the US. The canal was turned over to the Panamanians on December 31, 1999. But officially, there is no mention of the $1 Trump referred to in his post. By the 1970s, the canal began losing economic value for the US. The canal was squeezed by rising costs due to American mismanagement. Plus, the Neutrality Treaty was already in place, aiding the US strategically, so there was no additional need for the US to operate it. So, former US President Harry Truman first proposed ditching the big ditch, and Presidents Lyndon Johnson, Richard Nixon, and Gerald Ford all made serious efforts to negotiate a handover. But it was Jimmy Carter who finally gave the canal back to the Panamanians. Currently, China controls 2 of Panama's 5 principal zone ports through Hong Kong-based Hutchison. These follow China-based Landbridge buying control of Margarita Island, Panama's largest port on the Atlantic side, for $900 million in 2016, and China Communications Construction's building of a deep-water port. And according to US trade publication Engineering News Record, a consortium of Chinese state-owned firms will soon restart construction of a fourth $1.3 billion bridge across the canal after at least 5 years of disputes. President of Panama has already responded to Trump's threat, saying every inch of the canal belongs to Panama. Althaug, the US does not like the idea of China's increasing influence in its backyard. And Trump, who is known to be anti-China, has fired the first salvo to take back control of the region. The question is, will he be able to do it? And, if yes, then at what cost? Because a coercive action against a small country is unlikely to be taken well by other small countries in the region.